Douglas J. Calhoun.
Yeah?
I can't go another day without being your wife.
Parents are bracing themselves.
Would you do me the honor of becoming my husband?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
That's it. That is it. No, I can't. I can't do this. Douglas, you cannot marry this woman.
Mom.
No, I have to say this. She just waltzes in your life. She tears it to shreds, and then she breezes out whenever it suits her.
Dude,
That
she's
is
a
true.
ticking time bomb.
Stay out of this, Mick.
The last time she left, you wouldn't get out of bed for 6 months?
If you marry Karen, then that's it. We're done.
She's going to... Oh no, she's going to ruin his life completely. He's going to leave his parents, full stop. And then she's going to leave him. Oh, she's hypnotizing him.
Yes.
Oh my yes. God. No, I love you so much. Fucking Christ.
That's her power. Rita has never seen that power before. She's never seen her use that. Oh, this is worse than we could have imagined. Also, is her name Carrie or Karen? Because she is a Karen.
Punk. Do those people out there have any idea who you used to work for?
I tried to tell them, but I can't. I'm not a bad person.
You work for the Bureau of Normalcy. I know exactly what kind of person you are.
You don't know a damn thing about me.
Like with any jobs though, you know, you can have bad people running it, but the people at the bottom of the food chain, so to speak, are actually good people. But the people above are corrupt. That's usually how it is.
Something about Danny felt right. Felt like home.
But does he actually feel that way? Or is he being
A weight had been lifted off me.
manipulated?
How bad is it, Agent? Abnormal to a factor of what?
Stand by. I felt lighter. Like I was more myself than I had ever been.
Agent Wilson, what do you see?
Happiness. There's people having a good time. It's a sentient street. And if he tells them what he sees, and they come, they're going to destroy everyone there.
Morally corrupt was born.
Because
My
he came from a
drag name was my
morally
own personal fuck you
corrupt
to the
bureau.
I knew then I couldn't let any harm come to this place. So I tipped Danny off.
He's not under
and
a
they
spell.
were able to jump before Darren could attack.
Good.
He's been following us ever since. He just won't let it go.
The Bureau never does.
Danny is supposed to be a safe haven for people like us. But nobody feels safe here anymore. It's not right. No one should ever have to feel uncomfortable in their own skin. I don't know how much longer we can keep this up.
That's why these two characters are here. Larry, uncomfortable in his own skin because of the way he's been treated in the past, being gay. And Cyborg, uncomfortable in his own skin because he's not entirely human and he doesn't have full control of his own body.
This street thrives on the Dannyson's happiness. We keep the party going, we keep Danny going. But we're running on
If you're not
fumes.
happy,
If the party
crumbles.
stops,
Then Danny's heart stops right along with it. And they win.
we need to help these people.
We don't need to do anything.
Man, look at this place. And you seriously want to run away? Again?
I don't need to justify myself to you. If I have to bow out of this one, then I'll bow out.
justify yourself to yourself. And so my camera crashed because I ran out of space, so I just had to delete a few items and I just went and got something to eat because I was hungry. And I'm back again for the rest of the episode. Second time lucky, let's go.
Not going up against the Bureau.
What the hell's going on with you, man? What those people do to you?
Well, I'm sure we're not going to find out fully what they did to him in this episode.
Now, I thought you was done with the whole cowardly lion routine, huh? Aren't you sick of being that guy?
What kind of guy are you, Vic? Maybe Mr. Nobody was on to something. Should I buy my cape before or after I kill my family and friends?
Come on, you two.
I thought you were nothing but a degenerate radioactive flyboy. It seems you are so much more.
Back to creating a bioweapon from his electromagnetic creature that's inside him. Negative man.
What the hell is that?
And now they're going to torture it out of you again.
I do. I do. I do. I do. I do.
My God, Karen is deranged.
I understand.
She is the worst. Holy
But
hell.
you're just going to end up leaving him again.
What?
Mm-hmm.
No. Dougie and I are endgame.
I don't know what that means. I just know.
This is what it means. You disappear. Dougie stays miserable. 50% disappear. Exactly like Endgame, really.
What you're doing is wrong.
What am I doing? Spell.
What's love for you?
Rita, don't push it. She can hypnotise you.
Why are you being so extra right now? Ugh.
Then prove it.
Oh my God.
If your love is real, then break the spell.
Why don't you crawl out of my ass and go fuck yourself?
Ooh.
Excuse me. Don't put your shit on me just because your life is like Grey Gardens level.
Okay, Karen's a bitch also. Well, an extra bitch. She likes saying the word
I will
extra.
do everything in my power to never end up like you, a sad, tired old crone who is so ridiculously past her prime she doesn't even know it.
Holy hell. Go to hell.
Believe me, I know it.
Oh my gosh. Oh my god.
So
I'm so
fake.
sorry.
I can see why Rita said this was her worst personality. She really, really, really is her worst personality. Ah, Rita, you should have saw that one coming. But Robot Man's still out there. He can save the day. Oh, he's back. It's nice when a child looks up to an adult. He wants to be a robot when he's older. Don't blame him.
Really, dude? Is that all you got?
Can I do the robot? I've never tried it. I can try it. Yeah, I am
Okay, kittens. It's time for karaoke. Well, hey, mummy dearest.
The town is dying. It's really miserable. Come on, someone needs to liven it up.
You gotta sing, baby.
Yes, Larry, you gotta sing. Precisely.
I don't sing.
Well, we have to keep this party popping, okay?
Danny Street is living. I've got a thought that Danny Street might actually have been a person, and he's been turned into a street with superpowers. I mean, it's not the strangest thing in the world, but possibly by the same person in Paraguay that made, what was it, Animal, Vegetable, Mineral Man, and obviously Mr. Nobody. Maybe it was the same person, which is why he knows Niles, and which is why he's alive, you know. If people start to leave the street, if they start to lose all hope, if it becomes depressed, its heart will die, it'll die. Come on, Larry, you can do it.
We come into this world unknown. But know that we are not alone. They try to knock us down.
Don't know this song.
But change is coming.
But it's nice to see him actually get involved. Catchy tune.
People like us, we got
That's more like it.
Here's to the damned, to the lost and forgotten. It's hard to get high when you're living on the bottom.
Wow! Oh my god! See, it shows that Larry really does belong there. He belongs with people. He is like all of them. Oh, this is a great scene. Love it. Oh, maybe Larry's going to be tempted to stay there, and I wouldn't blame him. There you go. That's my contribution, other than the bad robot. Let's see if I can do the chorus. Don't know the words. This is a great scene. I'm loving this. It's nice to see Larry smile and actually be happy and open up and be himself. And that's the whole point of Danny Street. The people there are different. And they want to be themselves, and they feel persecuted. I think this is my favourite scene of any episode so far.
Oh, people like us, we gotta stick together. Keep your head up, nothing lasts forever. Here's to the damned, to the lost and forgotten. It's hard to get high when you're living on the bottom. We are all misfits living in a world on fire, singing for the people like.
What? Oh no!
I don't see.
No! Are you serious? Was that actually like just a dream? He was just imagining, what if I did get up? Oh come on, Larry! Let yourself go! That was so disappointing. I said it was my favourite scene, and now I hate this scene. Come on.
Danny can't go on living like this. And I can't risk what'll happen if they do. It's time for me to go back and fix the mess I've made.
No, 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 no.
I'm going back to the Bureau.
That's fucking suicide.
Back to my old life.
Why would you do that?
It's the only way, Danny.
How's that
When
the only
I go
way?
back, I can throw them off your scent. I can say I was deep undercover. Tell them it took me a while, but I finally rid the world of the abomination that is Danny the Street.
I don't think that would work.
I promise I'll give a better performance than this one.
You can't go back to that place. They get so much as a whiff of
Yeah,
who
they'll
you are.
experiment on you and get the
As long
information
as
out of you
everyone feels
anyway.
safe, I'll be okay.
They won't be safe. You can't do that. Oh no! Well, they found you. Too late. Hopefully, it means you won't have to now.
You jump. I'll cover you, okay? What?
Better not be sacrificing himself.
Gotta say, I'm with the street.
Is everyone on the street gonna like fight? It's gonna be like
What do
war.
we do?
Let's turn the party, girl.
This means war. And it's the misfits that are gonna win, and they deserve to win. He's like fully dragged up as well. Here we go.
Jesus. Look at this human trash heap.
Oh my god, these people.
You know, Darren, men as old as you really shouldn't throw shade.
This man is pathetic.
No.
I am proud of the person I see in the mirror. My face is speaking.
Good for you.
My look is flawless, and I am dusted from head to toe. The only thing I am not is scared of you.
Fan out, boys.
Such a fucking asshole. Aha! There you go. Now who's gonna protect you?
Thanks, Danny.
You fucking freak.
Fabulosity and
Right, kicking the balls right now.
Show some goddamn
Balls.
respect. Didn't your mama tell you? Never lay your hands on a woman.
Bear in mind, you're fighting a drag queen special agent right now, so she'll have some moves too. Yeah, he deserves all of that and more. He's weak. He is
Go
weak.
home, Darren.
Not a good idea either. If he goes home, he is going to be more vengeful.
You go back to the bureau and you tell them Danny the Street is off limits.
Maybe I'll put you on the list instead.
I'm already on it. Tell them Captain Trainer sends his best.
Don't do the name dropping, because they'll come after you.
Jane wants to see you right away.
Keep it real good.
Oh, well, can she hypnotise him though? I mean, he doesn't have human eyes, so in theory the receptors... I don't think she can hypnotise him.
Me too. This may be a long shot, and I know Niles has his secrets, but if you could tell us anything that could possibly help us figure out what Mr. Nobody's done with the chief, then... Yeah, that's who took Niles.
Oh yeah, the street doesn't know, does it?
Please, Danny. I'm begging you.
It was just a little bit of help. I made a deal with Doom. Oh no, they're back again.
Was that bad?
Yeah, pretty much. Oh my god.
Cliffy?
It's so not you, Jane. It's so not you.
Jane means a lot to you, doesn't she? I can tell by the way she talks about you that you mean a lot to her, too. And I was thinking, this wouldn't be a real wedding without someone to walk me down the aisle. And, well, I know I'm not a cool, manic, pixie dream girl like Jane.
Definitely manic.
Cliff?
Just gonna try to hypnotise him.
What are you fucking nuts?
This is the
Yep,
most
that's
important day
the
of
right
my
reaction.
life. What do you say?
You have incredibly psychotic eyes. This is crazy, Karen.
Doesn't
you
work on
can't
him.
marry this
It's
guy.
not crazy, it's what I want.
And what about what Jane wants?
Just back off, Cliff.
Babe? You okay?
One thing that's nice to know though is that Jane talks a lot about him in a good way. So
A robot for our
he knows that now. He knows that, and he can apologise to her in due course.
Oh, chillax, asshole.
Don't do that.
I think what you meant was...
It's the right thing to do. Ooh.
Don't fucking touch me!
No. Is that Hammerhead? I think it is.
Wedding's up.
Ooh, okay. So what, Karen managed to fight her way back
Daddy,
out
I'm so
again.
Sorry. I'm so sorry, baby. I'm so sorry. I would never hurt you.
Oh my god, she's banishing her. She's banishing her to the back of her mind. This is like Get Out quite a lot. Banishing her, literally. She's being banished to the underground, which is why there's a train track. So she's been banished, or is that personality being killed off? Does she now have 61 personalities, maybe? God, she's...
Jane.
It's like she's shut down, completely shut down. A lot of people that are abused as children, or even as adults, where sometimes your mind just shuts down and you just let things happen. And it's almost like she's doing the same to her other personalities. She's just shutting them down, but in the meantime, she's completely void of any awareness of her surroundings and what's happening. Either that, or there's currently no dominant personality, so she's just a husk, she's just a shell waiting for a personality to come out to replace Karen. Anyway, that was a really good episode. I really liked this episode. It's like never ending how good all the episodes are. I'm surprised. I don't know any. I'm trying to think. I don't know any TV show that has this many good episodes. The Boys was great as well, and consistent. But this is just for the most part they're getting better and better, and I'm hyped about it. I'm hoping that ending as well leads to having a Jane episode on the next episode, because it ends with her face, her completely mind wiped by the looks of it, and Karen being banished. So hopefully we'll get a closer look into her background, into her other personalities, into the underground, many different things that we could get into. I'm hoping the next one's a Jane episode. I haven't looked at the title yet, so I don't know. If it's called Jane Patrol, then I probably know what it is. But yeah, and just Danny the Street is such a wacky, wild idea. I've no idea if Danny the Street is an actual character in the original comic books, or whether it is a created character for the TV show. I know that Animal Vegetable Mineral Man, he was an actual character from the comic book, so you never know. But yeah, I'll stand by that. I feel that Danny the Street is just another character, another maybe possibly used to be human character that was that paid money to become some sort of superhero or whatever, and possibly made by the same people that made Mr. Nobody and that made the Animal Vegetable Mineral Man. However, I'm not 100% on that, because it seems like we've only seen two different entities, Mr. Nobody and the Animal Vegetable Mineral Man, created by Dr. Fuchs. I think it's Dr. Fuchs. But both of them are appearing as villains, so maybe he only creates super villains, not superheroes. I don't know, but either way, it's a really interesting concept. And you know, the more the town thrives, the more alive and the healthier Danny Street is, but the more it has to run and hide, and the less fun people are having almost, and the more I'm trying to think of the word, the more disillusioned people are within Danny Street, the more disillusioned Danny Street is himself, the more he starts to crumble and start to die. And that's why at the beginning, when the town was all happy, and then slowly windows became boarded up and the businesses go bust and that sort of thing. It's really interesting and really crazy, but it worked and I really enjoyed it. That scene that I absolutely loved, with the singing, and Larry finally throughout this whole series he's been wallowing in his own self-pity and completely being pretty selfish, to be honest with you, and only thinking about how life has dealt him a bad deal, and doesn't even consider negative man within him and how he must be feeling. It doesn't even consider how others felt, and it's so nice to see him come out of his skin and see him sing. My favourite scene so far of any of the episodes. But then that led to one of my least favourite scenes, the fact that it was all a bloody dream in the end. But I can cope with that because it ended with him singing in the bar, so obviously he did get up there in the end and do it, so it's fine, I can cope with that. Karen is... yeah, Rita's right, the worst character, the worst of her personalities. She is a Karen is, non-surprisingly. Robot Man, we didn't get a huge amount of Robot Man in this, but he just got to sit there, and he was really sorry and tried to make it up to Jane, and he couldn't do much because Karen didn't really care about him at all. But it's nice to have that little sort of bit of back and forth with the little boy, who decided to dress up as a robot and wanted to effectively be like him when he's older. That's clearly what I was getting from that anyway. And it's nice to have someone to look up to you, especially a child, because he lost his own child and he sees Jane as effectively his daughter, as his own child. That's nice. Still no more Niles. There was no Mr. Nobody in this episode either. I thought the street might have been that point. It's good to see a bit of Larry's backstory as well, with the experimentations after he effectively had no one, and after the government or whoever they are realised that he was killing anyone that went near him through giving them radiation poisoning, and he got sent to some sort of like Area 51 type facility, but clearly these are more awful villains that we need to watch out for. But now that he's given his name to him and to the head, whoever he is anyway, and let him go, I have a feeling that he's going to come after Larry with all guns blazing, and that's a bit worrying, and I'm a bit worried about that. But we've got the rest of the Doom Patrol to hopefully protect them as well. And obviously Larry and Vic both belong in Danny Street, and they both felt that they were sort of misfits in society. I know all of the Doom Patrol do, but Larry didn't really know where he fit in and where he belonged, but, and he hasn't done since he was, very young, since as a child. And it is the same for Victor as well, because ever since the accident, he's not felt himself. He's not himself anymore. He's not human. He hasn't had control over himself. So he didn't really know where he belonged in society either. And he doesn't even feel that he can trust his own father. Yeah, I love this episode and I really thought it was great. So thank you for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe and join me for the next episode. Episode 9. Hopefully Jane Patrol. We'll have to wait and see. See you soon.